Hello. So this video is going to be all about how I utilize a paper calendar. So I'm a total paper girl in pretty much every aspect of my business. So let's dive right in. So this is the calendar that I use. Don't mind it, my 2019 fell off already. It is a happy planner. Design your own thing. It doesn't matter what type of calendar you're using, okay? You can buy fancy fun stickers and use them in a generic Walmart calendar. It does not matter. What I like about the Happy Planner is it's spiral bound and it's removable. So every single sheet of paper that's in it can come right out and go right back in. So first things first, every year I pick one that's kind of like, I don't know, different, motivational, that sort of thing. On the very inside cover of my paper calendar, I go through different stickers that are inspirational to me. And then in the very middle, usually I list out what my goals for the year are going to be. As you flip through the paper calendar, let me see. This is so awkward, but this is better. Short girl problems in a big chair. When you flip through the calendar, the very beginning, I like to use the first page. I kind of just keep track of what I'm doing throughout the month, what book I'm reading. Like right now I'm reading Getting Over Your Damn Self. Love that book. And just different goals that I have. What I want for the month. I do track it on paper in my office as well, but I like to just set my goals because I'm very goal driven. I like to color in little goal thermometers, that sort of thing. I have just a pocket folder, which is good if for anything I need to store. Drawing a brain fart of what I toss in here. Sometimes I'll put a connection card if there was like some information on it that I needed to look back at, that sort of thing. And then on the very first page, so this is my January tab. This is my goal tracking sheet that I use for my business. So it's just basically how many parties I had booked for the year or for the month, how many I want to hold, what I want my retail to be, what else is on here. And then the results is the next thing. And I have these goal sheets I can share with anyone who wants them. And then I track my party. So the date, how many parties I've held for the month, what party number it was, how many girls were there, how many attended, how many ordered, what the retail of the party was, how many bookings I got, and how many future diva leaders I had. This I leave in my calendar. It's just taped in because then I can always look back. Now, this is the month in a view glance of my calendar. What you would notice, and that's really bad video quality here, I don't put a lot of fluffy stuff on my calendar. I have my team meeting stuff is labeled, corporate training, so like I'll be going to Texas for SSW. This week, actually, I have a team retreat that I just decided to go to the other day. I have to put on here. I mark off our bonus check day. I mark my board call day, and like big events are on here, like a bridal expo. And then that way, everything that all the other writing, all these pink days, you can kind of see there. Those are all just my parties. They're just my hostesses' names. So that way I can really quickly and easily look at this and be like, oh, wow, yeah, I don't have a party on January 9th type thing. I use a erasable marker or erasable pen. I have a bunch of different colors of these. They don't smudge, they don't leave residue, nothing like that. And I don't like pencil, and I like to be able to erase things. So I don't like to scribble out a lot of stuff. So if somebody has to reschedule, they cancel, that sort of thing, I just erase them. One thing you'll notice, and it's really hard to see, is I use a little sticky that I always put 3 weeks out from today, and that goes hand in hand with my hostess coaching program. It's just something I like to point out so that I always know who my parties are that are 3 weeks away. And there's a video on hostess coaching if you need to know why. There you go. So this is what my week in a glance looks like. So this is where you'll find more fluffy stuff. Usually over here in this notes column, you will see the name. So if I meet somebody at a party, like my party tonight, I gave out a recruit packet. I haven't closed out the party yet, so when I do, after I do this video, her name and number will go there. That way, those are the people I know I need to check in with this week because I gave them a Future Diva packet. I use the little singular stickers for bullet points just to keep myself organized, and I put my to-do list. So every Monday, I will look back at what I didn't do last week and I just list it out. So these are things that are not time sensitive. I want to update my hostess coaching posts. These videos, I have a list of training videos to do. My meeting prep, my boot camp. I had to mail a gift out for a girl on my team. That got crossed off. I already did it. So they're not time specific. And then what you'll notice though, like looking over here, so like on Sunday the 6th, it says mail postcard. I have a birthday on my team next week and I'll be out of town. So I want to make sure that on Sunday I mail her postcard so it gets to her as close as it can to her birthday. When you look through at like next week, you'll see there's already stuff written on certain days because I'm out of town until Friday. So I already have some things that I need to do that day when I'm back in town and back in my office. So that is one of my favorite things about a paper calendar. And I'm sure you can do this digital, so don't hate on me, but I hate technology. I love that I can just write it, and if it's not on today, I'm not even worrying about it, right? I do the same exact thing. You'll see it in my video for IOU payments. At my party tonight, the girl needs to pay me on Tuesday the 8th, so she'll get a little IOU sticker there, and then I file her away, and I don't think about her again until the 8th when I look at the calendar. So I start every day looking at what I need to do. You'll also see down here, there's like a little to buy thing, sticker. I don't use the stickers nearly as much as I should based on how many I have. If I showed you my bin of how many stickers I had, you would think I'd be a little crazy. Here, let me just show you. Because you all know I have a shopping problem. This is my bin of stickers, all the happy planner things. A lot of them came from Santa, don't judge me. But I don't use them nearly enough and I just keep buying them. I mainly just use the little bullet point ones. But anyway, so I have that stuff listed out. When I do team days of training calls, I go to my calendar and I write the time that I'm doing a call, which is every half hour. And then when a girl books the time, I write her name there so I can keep track. And what's cool about that is I can easily go back and be like, oh, like if Kim goes inactive, I can be like, oh, when was the last time I talked to her? And I can go back and see the last time I talked to her. Another thing that's really good with my calendar, so on the 9th and 10th of every single month, you will see it says the words on the 9th, text sexy, and on the 10th it says run sexy. So I do a monthly subscription box. I can just easily plan ahead and write those down as well. All of my team members' birthdays and anniversaries are in my calendar. You'll notice, let's see, oh, here we go. Next week we have one of each. So on Tuesday, it is A3 Lynette Baker. It is her 30-year anniversary in business. And on Friday, it is Kelly Rowland's Dirty 30, her birthday. So I have them written on my calendar because I do shout outs on my team page. And I'm not having to run the report on the COO. That's where I originally get them from, but I put them in my calendar in different colors so that I know it's like a thing. Hey, do a shout out. If there's like important dates, like the product launch coming up on the 14th, I have that listed. I also do use these little Post-it notes on my calendar, and I'll put them up in advance. Like that's put out for January 21st. I got to change my PYOP card. So that's how I work the month. Then, so this is the end of January. I have the little sheets. So you can get calendars that are this size too. So that's why I have these left over, because I had a smaller calendar for last year. What I do, and I can show you, like I have it already ready to go here in the back for 2020. All these girls up at the top of this little list, they're girls I partied with last year. So last February, I partied with those girls. So on February 1st of this year, I'm going to reach out to them and be like, hey girl, it's been a year since your last party, blah, 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 blah. All of these ones down here, they're part of my 5+ follow-up system. They're the girls that from November circled at a team or at a party that they were interested in having their own party. They circled a 5. So that meant they didn't want to pick a date that night, but they want to party with me. I put them on that list. So on the 1st of the month of February, I will go through and be like, hey, when we partied together back in February or back in November, you indicated you wanted to have a party of your own. Is it a better time? So that stays within my calendar with each month. So again, I'm not looking at just like a list of 50 women who want to party with me. When I need a party, I need a payday, I know right where to go, and I'm respecting their time because they told me not right now, check in with me in 3 months. So that keeps me on track with that. I really don't do anything else, other amazing stuff with my calendar. I just like the organization behind it, and there's not much to show you because it's the 4th of January. But it keeps me on track. It keeps me organized. And as silly as it is, it really, really gives me satisfaction when I cross stuff off my to-do list. Like crossing out this video in a minute would be an amazing feeling for me. So that's how I use my calendar. It is like my little Bible. If I were to ever lose it, I would be lost. It has everything I need in it. No, it does not hold hostess information. I know people have done that before. On the day of the party, they use like the little bottom square, because see how it's at like the 3 squares, and they would write their hostess information there. I don't do that just because of parties rescheduling, things like that. I don't want to have to update it in Pearsale, update my hostess folder, and update my calendar and my hostess info in the calendar. It just seems like a little repetitive. I do not track my mileage in my big planner. That is done with a dollar store day-by-day planner. I was looking to see if I had this year's because I already did my mileage for the year. And I just write down where I'm heading with the address and start and end mileage, and at the very top right what the total was. So I don't do that in this calendar, but it works really, really well. And I like to use it for scheduling things out. That's the number one thing I love about a paper calendar, because I don't need to worry about it if it's not on today. So I hope this was helpful for you, and happy paper calendaring.